Great morning and welcome to WOWworthy with EmmaM Online Marketing Team Edition. Every Tuesday, this is your place to be, to come together as a marketing team to keep up to date on everything happening in Facebook land, complete a Facebook Blueprint learning module, and get insights on how to apply that learning for your multi-location brand. Great morning to our live viewers. Be sure to say hi in the comments and please ask away. This is your show, one that you're helping us to build over time. If you can leave a comment for us so I know that you're all checking in and see who's around this morning. Now, we had some great comments in episode 2, and the number one question to be sent through from last week is this: can we manage all business Facebook pages in just one Facebook Business Manager? Yes, you can. If you think about all of your Facebook assets, pages, ad accounts, and Instagram accounts within your company hierarchy, that is how you want your Facebook Business Manager to be set up. If you have silos within your company, be it divisions like mortgage wholesale or mortgage retail, or if your company is siloed by country, then you would set up a separate Facebook Business Manager for each silo. So thank you so much to our viewer that sent that through. Let's have a look who's checking in this morning. Hi, Chrissy. How are you? It is 3:30 in the morning where you are. Thank you so much for joining in. Brittany. Hi, Brittany. We had a few Facebook meetings yesterday with some of our clients, so I know a few people have said they're going to join us after our meetings yesterday, which is exciting. I know I can see Clay's online. Who's this? Chris, East Coast. Hey, Stevie. Excellent. Tori, great afternoon to me and good morning to you. I want to give kudos to Tori. Tori went through step by step herself after seeing this and having a few meetings and set up Facebook Business Manager for their brand, locations, and loan offices, and she has done an outstanding job. So it's one of the best I've seen. So well done to you, Tori. Always be joining this session. It's full of new learnings and awesome experience. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. So if you're just joining us, this is episode 3, multi-location brands using the tools in Facebook Business Manager. So I hope you're excited to get stuck into it. Now, today's show is for the marketing mechanic and social media manager in your brand marketing team. We will dive in soon, but first, let's hear from Facebook Newsroom. Now, they were a little bit quiet this week. In Facebook News, there's a website and some resources that I go to and check every day. And yep, no updates for the last week until this morning where they did an election update on their security. But other than that, no actual tech updates, which is really interesting. So here is an update from October that you may have missed, and it has to do with your Instagram account. Instagram has a newish name tag feature. Think of it like a QR code to share on other platforms to direct your audience to your Instagram page. You can text it, share it on other platforms, or add it to your websites or email signatures in an effort to gain more followers on your Instagram accounts. So that's the update from Facebook Newsroom this week. Let's close this one down a little. So let's dive into our training for the week. Are you ready to roll up your sleeves? My shirt's not really a roll-up, but we really do have to roll up our sleeves this week. So I'm going to share my screen right now. And just a second. That one. There you go. So thumbs up if you are seeing my screen. I practiced this during the week so that we could get it right. So this week we are learning how to use the plethora of tools in Facebook Business Manager for a multi-location brand. As you can see from the screen here, there are lots of tools in there. You may be a little bit afraid of going into that tool, but you really need to understand because it does make sense. It's been created for a reason. Thumbs up from Brittany, thumbs up from Tori. Excellent. Thank you both. So within this platform, you've got a few tabs, if you like. So we're going to go tab by tab, There's a lot to cover here, so let's get stuck into it. So under the planning section tab, you've got audience insights. Facebook audience insights allow you to learn more about your customer segments, whether you care about geography, demographics, lifestyle, or all of the above. Let me flick over so I can show you what insights look like. There you go. Is that better? No, it's not flicking over for some reason. Just bear with me. No, I think there's just a slight delay. That's why it's not flicking over as fast. There you go. Okay, so Facebook Audience Insights allows you to learn more about your customer segments, whether you care about geography, demographics, lifestyle, or all of the above. If you want to know more about customers who are following your page or Facebook users more broadly, these insights are available so you can create marketing messages that drive results. The more you know about your customers, the better you can tailor your message and creative. Now, with Audience Insights, you're able to learn more about your audience on Facebook so you can create relevant content for them. The tool helps you to compare the characteristics of your audience compared to the overall Facebook population to find out what's unique about your audience. Now, as I said before, feel free to type in some comments if you do have any questions. I'd also love down the track to brainstorm some ideas on how your brand can use Audience Insights. Let's get some comments going, and here are some ideas to kick you off. So let's say you are a multi-location brand. We're going to call it Fictional Mortgage One. With Audience Insights, you'd want to know how many people on Facebook live near your locations, as well as their interests, their past purchase behavior, and how they tend to shop online, in-store, how many visits, all those sort of things. Using Audience Insights, you can aggregate all of that anonymous information, such as demographics, age, gender, lifestyle, education, relationship status, job role, and household size. Page likes, the top pages people like in different categories, as in, they might like to shop at Trader Joe's versus, say, or Whole Foods. So you can aggregate all of that information. Location and language, where do people live and what languages do they speak? This came up a lot at our Create Wow Summit, language marketing. Facebook usage, how frequently are people in your target audience logging onto Facebook and what device they use when they log on. Purchase activity, past purchase behavior, as in they might be great Costco shoppers and be on there looking for deals with Costco a lot versus, going into the little grocery store. And purchase methods, they might shop and research online, but then actually go into the store to make the purchase. Make sense? You can view this information for 3 different groups of people. Let's scroll through and see if we can get this up to date for you. People on Facebook, so the general Facebook audience, people connected to your page or your event, and then people in custom audiences that you've created. And we're going to touch on that more, but people in custom audiences, so that's an audience made up of perhaps some of your current customers. And then you can segment the audience data and audience insights around those 3 groups. So a lot of people skip over audience insights when they're using Facebook Business Manager, but that is really where, once you've got the pages and the hierarchy set up, which we covered last week, that's really the first place to go before you even think about campaigns, right? Who agrees? So this tool would be a magnificent start to creating content before you even think about campaigns, as I just said. So any questions coming through so far? No, there's always a little bit of delay, so I'll just pause while I flick through to the next page for you. Come back to the screen. Hey, guys. So the next tab that we want to go through here is the Creative Hub. Share room. There you go. You should be seeing Creative Hub now. Has anyone used Creative Hub yet? I've had a few plays in there over the years, and I certainly get inspired, but there's so much more that you can do with it. So for those on the creative side of your marketing team, you're probably aware of the challenges in designing for mobile. Stevie, this is a shout out for you. It's time consuming. The creative canvas is smaller than what you're used to. Ad formats and specs are constantly changing as consumers change, and there's a lack of tools to help build for mobile and easily share your work, especially with your customers if you're an agency. Plus, mobile is still a relatively new channel, so there aren't many great examples to draw from. So Creative Hub is designed to solve these challenges. It is a place where you can easily create, iterate, preview, and share your work using the latest Facebook and Instagram ad formats and specs. And at the same time, draw inspiration from those in your creative community. So that's an exciting place to be. Hands up anyone that has used Creative Hub before. So for an example, our multi-location brand, the fictional Mortgage One, will consider the data that they've collected in audience insights and then use Creative Hub as a home for working collaboratively with their team members on their creative before they jump into Ads Manager. So you can see how, step by step through Facebook Business Manager, they're able to use these tools to get better outcomes. So the next tab we have on Facebook Business Manager is Create and Manage. Let me swap that over for you now. And again, there's always a lag, so I'm going to pause here. Here you go. Do you like the little screen down the bottom? Some of you asked me if I could have a screen of me down the bottom with the screen share. So hopefully, there we go. We finally caught up. For targeting audiences in a certain location, which is more effective or which can get more engagement, campaigns running in multiple locations or those of within 10 miles range. That is a great question, Chrissy. We will cover that in campaigns, which is next week. But it just depends on what you're trying to achieve with that. So let's cover that next week, and I'll make sure to come back to it. So Business Manager. This is the Business Manager structure we looked at last week. Business Manager helps large advertisers manage all of their, and large brands manage all of their ad accounts, pages, apps, and permissions all in one place. So with our fictional Mortgage One brand, then multi-location uses Business Manager to manage the hierarchy of their brand, location, and their loan officer pages, their Instagram accounts, and their ad accounts. Make sense? Now, the next place to dive into is Ads Manager. So let's get this over for you. Again, there's a slight delay. You should have that in 3, 2, 1. There you go. So Ads Manager gives you a holistic view of your ad performance across Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger, and across devices. So with our fictional Mortgage One brand, this is the place that they would pair together their audience insights and Creative Hub assets to truly drive their ads and be able to test and measure within this platform, the campaigns platform. And that is a super huge 3-part session that we will cover in December, which is exciting. So the next part of this is there's a page posts tab on your Facebook Business Manager, and this is where all scheduled posts, published posts, and posts live. What we're looking at now is the app dashboard. At F8, which is the Facebook Developers Conference this year, Facebook announced a new way to separate your personal Facebook profile for developers from the apps that they're creating. It used to be meshed together. Now they can do it separately within Facebook Business Manager. So now you can manage app roles in Business Manager via business accounts or emails instead of personal Facebook accounts. Using Facebook Business Manager for these roles and permissions ensures that app-related notifications appear in Business Manager and are emailed to a business email address rather than appearing in a business admin's personal Facebook account. I'm sure you could agree that's a much better way of managing apps if you're a developer, but also as a brand. If you're a brand that has engaged someone to develop an app for you, then you want to have the right permissions and the right insights yourself into where that's sitting in Facebook land. Again, Facebook Business Manager is designed to bring all assets together. The app's ad helper checks your app platform settings and latest install events and shows past 60-day app events history snapshots and mobile app install so that you can get a better idea of how your actual customers are using your app on Facebook. It also provides a set of interactive developer tools to help verify your app, and you can select the app from the menu, as shown here, to get started. So I know, like if we look at our fictional Mortgage One brand, let's say that they have a loan application and tracking app. The app dashboard allows access to the Facebook developers platform and ensures the right access permissions are applied to the right people. Having the app linked through this dashboard also allows Facebook Business Manager to pull the right data in to assist app ads so that Mortgage One can create better campaigns for adoption of the app. They can also see how people are using the app so that they can create better features. Let me minimize that one for a second. Hi, let's just check on some of the comments that are coming through. Take a little breather. If anyone needs some water, take some water. Okay, that is cool. Thanks a lot. We'll definitely wait for it. Targeting audiences, we'll cover that in a few weeks. Oh, shucks, to Tori. Thanks, Tori. I haven't seen Matt comment yet. Maybe he's been delayed a little. Okay. The next tab in your Facebook Business Manager is automated rules. Now, I don't know a lot of people that are using this, but honestly, it is brilliant. So with automated rules, you can create rules in Ads Manager that automatically update or notify you of changes to your campaigns and the ads that run within those campaigns. So automated rules put more control in your hands rather than checking the performance of your campaigns, ad sets, or ads daily. Automated rules runs these checks for you and takes actions that you would normally do manually. So it can help do some of the heavy lifting that really has to happen to make campaigns work. So some of the rules that may be applied may be the question of, do you pause a low performing ad when it hits a specific metric? If it's not working well, do you want that ad turned off? Do you increase your budget if a certain number of people click on your ad? Do you increase your bid if your total daily spend is below a certain amount? Do you increase your budget based on a return on ad spend? Or do you turn off a specific campaign every Friday? Like, I'm sure, if you put in the comments, some of those automated rules, if you like, could really help with managing a multi-location advertising campaign on Facebook. It also takes out some of the uncertainty, if you like, that I know, speaking to our clients, they have when it comes to Facebook ad campaigns. So any questions about that? I am going to throw the screen back up here for you. 1 second. There we go. And it is updated now. There we go. Okay, so the next part is measure and report. So in ad reporting allows you to create, customize, export, share, and schedule reports on your ad performance based on a set of parameters that you choose. In ads reporting, you can get the information you need to manage your campaigns and create recurring emailed reports, so it hits your inbox rather than having to go into this dashboard every day. You can also create custom reports from scratch, use breakdowns, filters, sorting, and other advanced functions to customize your reports. So for example, say with fictional Mortgage One company, they wanted to get a weekly report on how their ads are performing with certain groups of people. They would use ads reporting to customize what audiences and ad metrics they would like to see in the report. They would also use ad reporting to create recurring reports and schedule it to be emailed to their team every week. This can really help with budgets from higher up. Test and Learn is another space on Facebook Business Manager. Test and Learn allows you to easily create advertising tests that help you find the strategies that work best for your business. Test and Learn for our fictional Mortgage One company, it allows you to easily create advertising tests, like picking a question, and then Facebook will give you the answer to make sure that you're setting up the right campaign for the right people. Analytics is another part of Measure and Report in Facebook Business Manager, where setting up analytics for your pages gives Facebook permission to complete a much larger analysis of your social assets under Facebook. So then they can give you, back to the beginning, better audience insights. So it's a whole loop. So having analytics set up on your Facebook pages across all of the hierarchy will allow Facebook to give you better data so you can create better campaigns. Hi, Stevie. That is cool. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the comments. Okay, so let's get back to some of the creative things on Facebook Business Manager. And the greatest tab that I use is called Events Manager. So included in Events Manager are pixels. So the Facebook pixel uses actions people take on your website to help you measure the effectiveness of your advertising and deliver ads more effectively over time. So for fictional Mortgage One company, their ongoing strategy could be to acquire more customers via Facebook, and then the brand runs a campaign using video ads and a combination of audience targeting options that they gained from both Audience Insights and Creative Hub. The video ads may feature a young newlywed couple talking about the mortgage company and talking about how they really appreciated the communication through the app with their application. So this is an ad campaign. The bank Mortgage One uses a combination of different elements in the ads, different images, messaging, and products that they've used in Creative Hub, so it can understand which ones attracted more customers. To reach people that would be more interested in its offering, Fictional Mortgage One company created a lookalike audience based upon a custom audience of its highest value customers. The Facebook pixel that was installed on their website tracked those customers and those that look and behave like their best customers, and tracked their application process. So then they could come back around for their next campaign with better data. So basically the Facebook pixel is a piece of code that sits on your website that when customers or future customers come to your website, it collects their Facebook user ID, puts them into a bucket, if you like, on Facebook Business Manager, so that when you're running campaigns, you can run it to people that have already been on your website. And what would you want to say to them? It's a big one. So that will be a whole 2 sessions, but that will probably be in January, I would say. So some of the questions that came back in our social survey community during the week was about how do we attribute, a Facebook ad budget with and asking our CFO for a Facebook ad budget. There's a lot of uncertainty as to what we can actually deliver. So this next tab called Offline Events will help you with that. Let's just wait till that ticks over. So offline events allow you to know if your ads are actually driving foot traffic. Offline events is a measurement tool on Facebook which helps you attribute offline events to people who saw or engaged with your ads on Facebook. You actually upload X sales data or application data to Facebook Business Manager, and it will match that data against those that Facebook have delivered your ads to. Does that make sense? I think that's pretty mind-blowing that, as an example, this Fictional Mortgage One brand would upload information like recent applications and closed loans along with the customer's information, so Facebook can match it against the viewers who saw your ads in the past. This would then attribute offline conversions to the ads that would run. Once you have one set of data like that, you can take that to the people that you're asking a budget from so that they know that actually sales convert. Is anyone else really excited about that? I think it's brilliant. So we covered a lot so far in this session. I'm sure you've got questions. If you're watching live, please put them in the comments so that if we can't address it today, we can address it next week for you. Let's see who is still on. Tori, did that all make sense to you? I'm going to pop this one down. And we are back. Now, that's it for the blueprint training today. That's a lot to cover within Facebook Business Manager. We are going to go step by step through each of them so that you know exactly what you're talking about when you're talking with your team and what sort of ads to create. Next, we have Ryan from our social survey customer success team who has a social survey update for you. So this is our first guest. Hi, Ryan.
Hello. Thanks for having me. So I have one quick note to add from the success team over here about increasing your SEO with our new widget. So here at Success, we get a ton of questions about showing higher on Google searches, and we have an easy response for you. The biggest booster is going to be using our new JavaScript widget. So our widget allows your reviews to live on your website to allow your potential customers to engage with your website more frequently. So you may have heard us say, we believe data in motion is key. So we connect your LOS, we send reviews to your customers, or surveys rather, and we allow those reviews to automatically share on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. But we want to take it a step further, and we want those reviews to also be shared on your website. So go ahead and check and see if your website is in the top 5 or the top 3 on Google. And if not, contact your customer success manager to make sure that data is truly in motion. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks, man. That was awesome. So that was our social survey update for today. Thank you, Ryan. Now let's whiff them. We just covered a whole truckload of information, and hopefully that's lifted the lid for you. Even just if you can click through those extra tabs that you may not be familiar with, so you don't really know what to go into them for. Well, hopefully today has given you a reason to actually click on those tabs and use those tools. As I started with, if you start with audience insights and then move to the Creative Hub and work with your audiences, you can pull it all together to create a better campaign. Then if you can use the what was it called? Remind me, I've just had a mind blank. Then if you can pull the customer data from people that have actually applied for and closed loans to match it against the ad data, you have a much, much better case and a lot less uncertainty, if you like, about creating more Facebook ad campaigns. Question through from Brittany. Thanks, Brittany. What type of customer data is needed in an Excel report you upload to offline events? Great question. So there are parameters for what data. There's data partners that will help you do that. And a lot of your transaction management systems should plug in to the Facebook API for that. So I can get you data on that in the comments. Any other questions about that? Because I'm quite excited when I talk to people about that you can attribute Facebook ad spend to closed loans. And it doesn't just have to be, the middle call to action. It's actually closed loans or applications that we can match, which is exciting. So what's in it for me? The topic for today is for a brand's marketing team. My question to you is, how will you use these tools? I'd love to know if you feel like it's a little bit overwhelming or if that gives you a little bit more certainty and which tools you're actually going to use. For me, it gives me more control over the ad campaigns. Again, more certainty around what is happening around my brand in Facebook land. A lot better reporting so that when I go to Clay, our CMO, we have better reports to prepare budgets for 2019, but also more collaboration. As we grow our team, I'd like to bring them into Facebook Business Manager to help lift the load a little bit. Any questions coming through? I don't see any, but there could be a delay. So that's my WIFM, my What's in it for me for episode 3. Now, next week, we're going to dive into Facebook campaigns. Go to the pin post on our social survey Facebook page and you can get the reminder. We are finishing right on 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's it for this week. We can roll down the sleeves now and have some lunch. Have a productive week, and we will see you on the flip side. Thanks, everyone. Bye.